Hello and welcome back to Deadfire. So, we need to head up here to Hoana Ravine because we have a quest. We have the quest of Broodmother's Fury. Basically, we have to go get rid of the Lagafeth Broodmother in whatever way we can. She has asked us to kill the Broodmother. I imagine there are other options. There are a lot of Lagafeth in cages. If we can talk our way out of it, we're going to talk our way out of it. But anyway, before we get there, we have to go through the Boahika Pass. We'll see how that goes. The rumbling reaches your ears first, a low growl from the land. Before being pierced by the cry of a distant bird, the ground sets to vibrating beneath your feet, the growing roar of the stampeding beast echoing around you. You crest arise to find that the stampede has passed. Now, only a rumbling cloud in the distance. As the dust settles, you note that a few of the boar remain, fallen and still, large feathered darts protruding from their fur. Okay. Let's sneak closer and observe. You pick your way down the rise and approach the downed bears. They seem they seem to be breathing, albeit shallowly. You're not sure how long they have before they meet the wheel. We can collect the baby boar. We could attempt to heal them. Yeah, let's attempt to heal them with two different ones. Let's use Takehu. Moonwell or... Yeah, how about Nature's Balm? One of the boars fights to its feet, shaking itself roughly to throw off the darts with a series of snorts. The others seem beyond help. You spin on your heel at the sound of flapping feet and find yourself staring down at a group of Lagafeth hunters. With a gurgled hiss, they advance upon you. Okay. I imagine we're just fighting. Yeah, we don't get a choice. We're just fighting. Okay, so. They have a mage. I remember these guys being absolutely god-awful. Like, these guys were the worst of the worst because they poisoned you and they were just bad. Anyway, I'm gonna send Edier over here. So I'm gonna get him to leap over there if he can. Alagina's gonna run up to this one. What else do we got? We got Maya. I'm gonna set that mage as her target. Bird's gonna run up to this one. We are gonna shoot the mage. The Kehu is gonna attack the Sidewinder. And we're good. 3, 2, 1.
That'll
It's got us in where we need to be. Made switch where we're sending people, but that's okay. Edier. I don't like that they ran away. That's not good. Where are we going? Oh, we're running through. Nope, back. Okay, escape out. We should still be alright. We need to just escape out because we got trapped. Okay, I just walked out apparently, so whatever. Kehu? Shark, I think, because of how this has gone. This has gone really badly. Right, attack in. Alagina, shared flames, I guess, with the bird. Can't share. Oh, she can share with the bird. Right, that's fine. Where's Edier? Where is Edier? Oh, he's around here, so he's catching up. He's just a little. I'm gonna send Edier to leap in closer again. That's fine. You able to switch? Yeah, he's switching. That's fine.
There's something you don't see
Attack this one.
every day.
Right. We should be able to move back because we're no longer the target. Which one is which one is our new hunter's mark on the mage at the back? Right. Oh, that one. These guys actually seem to be falling fairly quickly, although
Still got it.
Ishizu or Ishiza is a little bit weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, these guys actually fell fairly quickly. Yeah, okay.
Hey there.
Have we? I don't think we've ever fought Lagafeth, so we will have a new entry. Okay. Those are fine. That's the boar. We got some pork from it.
At once.
Okay. And we got some of that stuff. That's alright. Let's have a look at the Lagafeth. So they are beasts, I think? No. It must be wilders then. Yeah. Okay. Do they have different things for each? Probably not. No. Okay, so that's fine. Lagaveth are territorial, four-armed amphibians. Though their thick skin protects them from the cold climate of the White March, their native land, they tend to favour hot springs and consequently feel right at home in the sultry waters of the Deadfire archipelago. Lagaveth are communal wilder with rudimentary weapons, but a natural aptitude for magic. They are especially dangerous in the mountains, where storms and snowfall may hide their presence from travellers until it's too late. They can remain under ice for extended periods of time and have been known to surprise unwary fishermen. Okay. No resistances. It's actually not that bad. We don't know if all of them have no resistance, but I assume that they do. Oh.
Give me a real challenge.
More from that. Anything else back here? No. I was just looking for the boar we healed, because I'm assuming we get something from it, or maybe not. Maybe we just lost a spell slot. I don't know, maybe it'll affect our reputation or something. Yeah. Unless we picked up the boar, as a pickup. It did say we could collect one of the boars. No, it doesn't look like we picked it up. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Let's head out of here. Right. Fairly straightforward encounter there. Nothing too exciting. Right. Down this way and we'll get ourselves the camp. Oh, we got hardtack. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Nothing exciting. And into the ravine. This is where the Lagaveth Broodmother should be. So, see how it goes. Oh, interesting. So I was expecting it to be another one of these, like, storybook ones, but it's not.
Keeping an eye out.
Maybe a little bit stealthy. This does mean we can actually go in formation, though, which is a surprise, to be sure. Right. Just trying to turn the corner there without having everyone go crazy.
And what do we have here?
Okay.
Watch and learn.
Well, we can get rid of that one.
Careful. Look.
So
Hey there.
apparently we don't have
Sure.
a choice. This is, we have to fight our way in. Okay. In which case,
Absolutely. And that's
everyone attack it.
done.
Right, and unstealth our front line. Get him. Get him. Get him with a knockdown. Right, attack it. That should be good.
You see that, Ishi?
Yep. Okay. That was very well done. Just
Keeping an eye out.
here and disappear. Okay, got some loot. How big is this area? Out of curiosity, not that big. Okay, there's a way down there, or maybe that down there is just like scenery. This driftwood frame is strung with bones and seashells. They tinkle in the breeze. Okay. Well, let's head up this way. See what we can find. Alright, we got another string there.
Isn't this something? Right here.
Okay.
Consider it
We'll
done.
go get rid of the string. Of the trap. There we go. Grab loot. Sections of the boulder have been etched with strange runes and glyphs. Many of them seem to represent local plants and wildlife. Redfin, Sidewinder, tamed scarab beetle.
Be right there.
Careful.
Yeah, I see it.
Look.
As a mage. I'm just doing a little scouting
And what
ahead.
do we have here?
Okay, we should be good on this one. Seems that our best spot is over here, which makes a lot of sense. Right. Let's take a shot
That looks like it hurt.
then. Continue backing off. Front line reveal themselves, attack. Back line ready their attacks. Go. Halagina on that one. Edier into the center. Bird onto that one. Okay, we should be good. Might cast a chill fog here. That's where I think the fight is going to be. Or if anybody tries to bypass the fight.
Bullseye.
Fantastic. Oh, they're weak to ice? Perfect. Well, that one's weak to ice anyway. The rest are actually resistant to it, but weak to electricity. Does he have it? He has Relentless Storm. He might move in and then Relentless Storm.
Worth and rough!
Nice.
Behold me, mother!
That went very well. A lot of stuns. Back off.
Show 'em
I
how
wanna
it's
attack
done.
The mage. Okay. Looking good. We're a little bit low on health, but that's because we haven't used anything. Mostly it's just positioning. I quite like the fights where you can just work it out through positioning.
It is no
Because
use.
And that's
it
how
gives
it's
you a
done.
little bit more that you can do in the future. What do we have here? We had something on top of our head. Oh, we were targeted by their paladin. That was it. That's why we took the damage. But yeah, I like using as little as we can in fights because then you don't get
Next
used to
time,
I'll
having
take
all
a
of that
peek.
stuff, and later you can, well, you get what I'm saying. Later on, when you have to use more, you have a little bit more to give. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me.
Can't hide from me.
Okay, this one, because of where the trap is, I'm just going to reveal. Let them turn around.
I'll teach
attack the
you a
Sidewinder.
lesson.
Nice. Edier, we got a knockover.
Right between the eyes.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice, simple.
What do you
stealth.
need?
Grab the loot. And then we will go and disarm the
I
trap.
got this. I got this.
So, I wonder what's down this way. This seems like the way that we'll
Leave it to me.
forward in it, but I'm just gonna stealth our way forward and then we'll see what we got down here. Doesn't seem to be anything down here so far. Oh wow. Back up. So a large tentacle in the Delimgan, or however you say that.
I got
Okay.
this.
Let's stealth round. You know what we're facing. So if we can just head round into the corner. Okay. Like that. Okay, this thing, weak to ice. An assassin vine. Alright, everyone go
Of
for
course.
it. Nice. Weak to ice is perfect for us. So our ice blade destroyed it. This one's a little bit difficult to hit, but let's use our fury on it. Get Edier to attack that jungle lurker, and we'll get the bird to go and try and knock down the Delimgan. Is it weak to? Weak to ice. Okay, well we can chuck on a chill fog then. Fine, you can attack it. And we'll get you to wounding shot it.
Need to try something else.
Worth
That looks
Nice,
like it
lot of
hurt.
damage.
Death take you.
Yeah.
The fire
Show
didn't
'em
work.
how
The
it's
Raft of
done.
Five Suns didn't look like it did very much. That's fine. These guys weak to slashing. Okay, so because she's using a great sword, she should be fine to hit it. Yeah, she
Take
should be
that.
fine. He is, okay. Maybe it was the fire that wasn't doing anything. Oh no, the fire should be doing something as well. We could do sworn enemy. Try that. Okay, jungle lurker. Crush probably isn't going to do very much. I just dropped that. I'll put the maggots down there. You got a good chance of resisting it. That's fine. And then I'll get you to target that one.
Bullseye.
Right, and then hit it. Backlot. Oh. Backlot minus. Well, I'll just do them individually. You and you attack this jungle lurker down
I'll
here.
teach you a lesson.
Right.
Death take you.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Nice. Okay. Looks like the infestation of maggots has done its
Right
job.
between the eyes.
Yeah. Perfect. They both died at the same time. Grab everyone. Then grab the loot. and then grab whatever is in here. Ooh. You find an old stone coffer, pitted and molded by long exposure to the elements. The lid is cracked, but thick and woody vines, like giant's fingers, hold it in place. Let's back off. Grab everybody. Move them into range so we can use our full, ability here. Right. Now we can have everyone. So we can have someone pull away the vines. We can cast a freeze one, or we can burn them. Let's freeze it. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to use. Let's use chill fall. The vines become rigid and pale beneath the accumulating frost until at last they shatter. New tendrils begin to wriggle from the frozen stumps. You tear off the lid before the vines can regain their grip on the coffer. You retrieve an antique bronze hatchet, pulling it from the coffer even as the vines feebly grasp at it with hungry tendrils. We got Vion Seath. The Egwithan woodcutter who carried this bronze-headed hatchet was likely a tradesman rather than a warrior, though he undoubtedly faced countless dangers in the ancient woods where he earned his living. Lurkers and forest sprites would have seen an unarmed woodcutter as easy prey, so the hatchet served both as a tool and a weapon for defense. The axe is well suited to lumbering. The runes stamped into the head are a bane to all plants. Vines and branches retreat from its presence, and a single stroke is enough to split timber. Okay, so it starts with deflector, so it's deflection against melee weapons just for having it. Okay. Exceptional damage. Got extra pen, which is quite nice. It does 20% extra melee damage to plants and targets with the plant status effect. I don't really care about that. And then hewing step does damage against plant. It's like a really good plant counter, which I think means we're never using it. I mean, let me just compare it to ours, because we're the only person who would use it, because we're the only person who uses a single-handed axe, right? Although it does give deflection against melee attacks, so actually, never mind. We could be an Edier weapon. Edier already has 2 amazing weapons, though. A third's not really going to give him anything. It doesn't give him an extra damage thing he can attack in. Yeah, so it's not any better than his gladiator sword, as far as I can tell. Unless we're fighting plants, in which case it is better. But apart from that, it's not. Okay, and then this one, compared to our sword, our sword is, yeah, just so much better. Yeah, it's not even close. We also have this ring that's just been sitting in our inventory. The reason why we've got that? Oh, it's because I used the alcohol ring. Oh yeah, let's stick that back in there. That's fine.
Suits me, don't you think?
Looks good. Now we got the gladiator ring. We're in a better spot.
Eyes open.
I'm expecting there to be another trap up here. Let's see. No trap, which means it's probably going to be a conversation, I'd imagine. Slash just a fight. Oh, hello. A large Lagafeth, a broodmother, by her size and crest, surfaces from the pool. Round her neck hangs a knotted cord strung with shiny odds and ends. She chirrups softly. As you draw closer, she gurgles in agitation, but does not attack. She dives back down and disappears. You hear her splashing and chattering coming from further up the slope. Alright.
Maybe she's full.
It didn't attack. Is that trying to say that perhaps it's not as aggressive as we were first told? Potentially. Potentially. We hear it up here. There's the Broodmother. Well, I guess we'll go ourselves. Cocking her head, the Broodmother watches you and lets out an inquisitive chirrup. I'll chirrup back. The Broodmother stops gurgling and takes a tentative step closer, craning her neck with interest. Other Lagafeth peer and chirrup at you. Edier attempts a chirrup of his own. It sounds perhaps more like 2 krakens aggressively mating. The Lagafeth stare at him and hiss until he stops. Edier clears his throat, as though that was what he'd been doing all along. A young Lagafeth pokes its head out from behind one of the adults and burbles happily. The adult ushers it back with a firm claw. It looks smaller than the hatchlings in the cage, but not by much.
Oh, Anna.
Lagfeth Broodmother, observing the exchange, the Broodmother looks at you and lets out a plaintive cry.
Juana.
Sounds like she's trying to say Juana. Juana? Snarls and gurgles rise in volume. The other Lagfeth bare their teeth at the name.
Juana.
The Broodmother hisses. Her attending warriors brandish spears, clubs, and blowguns.
Can't really blame 'em, can ya?
Do not pretend to understand the opinions of fish, I say.
You hate the Juana?
Gelade. I did not even know these wilder could understand Kith languages. Hatchlings.
She screeches, not at you, it seems, but at what you've said. Many claws tighten about the weapons and tails lash in an eager, hypnotic rhythm. The Broodmother watches you. I saw your hatchlings caged in the village. She screeches with emotion, rocking her whole body back and forth. Her bristling fin flashes like a blade. The other Lagafeth bare their teeth even wider. Turning her attention from you to the formation of Lagafeth, the Broodmother hisses and flicks her tail, gesturing down towards the bottom of the ravine, towards the village. The others bob their heads in agreement.
Oh, Anna.
She turns back to you and growls. Well, I can rescue your hatchlings, but your clan must stay away from the village. The Broodmother chitters and blinks at you, tilting her head this way and that. At last she raises her head and trills to the treetops. One by one, the other Lagfeth lower their weapons and snap their jaws shut.
Please, hatchlings.
She turns her fish eyes on you.
Oh, we gotta do it.
Yeah, definitely. Kinda want to go around and get the loot, but get it later. Right. Head down here to the quick way out that we've already got. And we'll go release the hatchlings, which I kind of felt was going to be the solution going into it, you know? I still feel like we're 40 hours in, but I still feel like we're still doing some early game stuff. I don't know. Like, some of these quests are still very straightforward. Yeah, anyway. We'll find out. We'll find out exactly how it goes. We just want to be in Tikawara. Yeah, just the main bit of it. We don't really care about any specific bit. We don't really want to be in a building. We just want to be outside. Okay. And then we want to head down this way towards the Lagafeth cages, and we'll see what we can do to get them released.
The village starves, and you hide Kowiki fruit?
I hide nothing, you bloated pufferfish. Traitor! Gatty's jaws will close around you!
Hello?
Confess, Tamao, or will you let good food rot?
A young warrior's forehead is furrowed with lines and beaded with perspiration. He stands over a man bound to a pole.
Does mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger.
Every word out of the bound man emerges as an agonized wheeze. He glares up at Mukumu.
Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain.
The warrior pulls a dagger from his belt and thumbs the tip thoughtfully. Blinking, he turns to you wearing a bright, friendly smile.
Another outsider. You visit Tikawara in hungry times.
Mukumu sighs through his nose.
For what do you make of this hagfish, huh? Will Tamao confess if I tighten the ropes?
He gestures to the bound man. I take it it's done something wrong?
Pakeho caught this wretch stealing the last of the Koiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony.
The Koiki will reveal itself when you can smell it from Nekataka, I say. I stole no Koiki, but I wish I had. I would have hid it somewhere most unpleasant.
He bares his teeth in a defiant grin.
You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamao throws it in our faces.
Mukumu holds the blade level with Tamao's heart. He's done this before?
Lied and stolen? Akira, When we have food, he takes more than he deserves. He steals baskets and pots, and even pilfered a spearhead from a warrior on the hunt.
Exasperated, Makumu mops his brow with the back of his hand.
I say there is no person in Tikawara who he has not wronged in some way. Maybe no person in the Deadfire.
What is this Koiki ceremony?
We would have eaten the last of the Koiki as a tribe. This way we give our thanks to Kahopa, the eel of life.
His eyes go downcast.
Now this cannot happen. Our harvest fails because this one puts his empty stomach higher than the gods.
Isn't it traditional to eat the whole fruit, seeds and all?
Akira, just so.
He nods resolutely.
To consume the fruit, seeds, and all. This is how we pray to Kahopa for bounty.
Would it make things better if I had some spare fruit on hand?
I say, missing food is not the problem. Tamao betrays the tribe, dishonors the reparo, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy.
He winces as if ashamed to even discuss it.
And he will surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Kawiki fruit is!
He raises his voice again, just to be certain Tamao hears it.
I might have an old primer on Raotayan naval punishments lying around. You could give those a try.
You speak like an outlander, but your face is of the tribes.
He frowns at Maya.
Forget I said anything.
What say you, Tamao?
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands.
He glares up at Makumu.
We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves.
You shame us, Tamao. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind.
Makumu stamps his foot, kicking up a flurry of dust. So you have your guilty man. What's to be done?
Pikeho's word is enough to give Tamao over to the waves.
Makumu faces the beach and touches his brow.
Perfectly civilized. Go on.
Maya strokes her chin and nods.
This is our way.
He blinks at Maya.
Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools.
The mouse spits, but without forward momentum it just dribbles on his chin. Makumu turns his gaze away, doing his best to ignore him.
Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine.
Makumu's hand strays towards his stomach. He glances out to the horizon. Well, I owe the gods a favor. Your Koiki is as good as found.
Akira, you would do this? I say, our Ranga will dedicate the Feast of the Last Kawiki to your name.
He claps you on the shoulder, leaving Tamao all but forgotten.
Until the Kawiki is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers.
He touches the point of his dagger, his lips spreading into a broad grin.
You are free to question him in your custom, I say, and Piheko he tarries often by the beach.
What do you do here? When you're not, torturing people.
I am a warrior, like most Mataru. Can you not tell?
He poses, standing tall and flipping his blade in his hand.
We have little reason to fight on Tikawara, except when the fishermen drink too much of the dwarf man's liquor. But these are only small fights, not like it was on the island we left before, when the pirates, the slave...
His expression goes slack. For several seconds, his widening eyes stare blankly into some remembered horror. After a moment, he snaps back.
But what did I say? Tikawara does not give in abundance, but there are worse things, Akira.
Can you tell me more about the village?
Then you must speak with the Ranga. His lodge is at the top of the hill, past the trading post. Nairi also knows much, but she is quiet ever since.
His eyes go wide as he catches himself. He clears his throat.
Nairi, she tends the shrine in the northwest part of town, near the statue of Ngati. Yes.
He nods rapidly. Alright, well, let's question this guy. What's up? The bound man casts a wary stare down at you, his arms tightening weakly beneath the restraints.
Don't know how long a man could last out here like that.
You look at me for what? To watch me shrivel up in the sun?
It may be a trick of the light, but the man's emaciated skull does appear shriveled. Well, tell me about yourself.
I have seen better days than this.
He grimaces up at you.
I labor for the tribe, but our Ranga saves the best of everything for his warriors. For what does a warrior need with a full stomach when we are not at war?
Tamao shakes his head and scowls. I had some questions.
Then maybe you ask someone with both feet on the ground. I need to conserve my strength.
Okay, so you stole the last of the tribe's Kawiki.
If only my brain and belly had coordinated, I say I would have tried sooner.
He glances longingly towards the hut north of the Rangas.
Pekeho hates me because I insult his puny catches of fish. All he does is weigh down his boat. For this, he accuses me.
What's your side of the story?
Pekeho says I was skulking by the drying hut north of the Ranga's home. Ikira, this is so. I would have taken the Kohiki, but it was already gone.
Can you think of anyone else who might have taken it?
It is said the Ruparu share one empty stomach. Blame any of them, I say.
He grimaces down at his lean frame.
The tribe drives me out like jerky because I am hated, not because I am a Kowiki thief.
Fair enough, fair enough. We'll need to find out some more about that. But first of all... Oh, actually, no, we can speak to this guy. He's the guy we need to speak to anyway. Hello.
You need something?
Yeah, multiple things, actually, but let's start with this one. Mokumu says you caught Tamao stealing Kawiki.
Ikira.
He pauses and stares at you with wide eyes.
Tamao was creeping around the drying hut where we stored Kawiki for the ceremony, north of our Ranga's home.
He tips his head to gesture away, holding your eye contact all the while.
I grabbed Tamao by the wrist and dragged him to Mokumu. We found all of the Kawiki were gone. The snake brought this on himself, I say. Now Mokumu will deliver him to Tangaloa's maw, where he belongs.
Pekeho nods slowly. Interesting. We could try and bluff. Let's try it. Sounds like the type of story a Kawiki thief would tell.
Tamao is the thief. Ikira, day and night I catch fish for the tribe.
Pekeho shakes his head, chest heaving as the smell of perspiration thickens, so he's sweating. Tamao didn't have any Kawiki, did he? He opens his mouth to retort, but closes it and hangs his head.
It is said the gods piss on the souls of liars before sending them back to Aora as krill. Tamao stole no Koiki. Kahopa must have made Tamao from sand lice, because he gives nothing to the tribe, only takes.
Well, Tamao isn't the one implicating an innocent man.
Tamao is as innocent as a skulking tidepool worm.
Pekeho spits forcefully to the ground.
He hates the tribe. Pity and charity fill his belly and shell pouch, and he has not strained a muscle to serve anyone but himself.
Pekeho balls his hands at his sides.
Knowing this does not bring the Kawiki back to the drying hut, but it will help to heal the tribe.
Would Mokumu accept your retraction without Kawiki to prove it?
No. He wants the Kawiki and the guilty. So do we all, I say. I cannot say if the true thief covered their tracks, since Mokumu never looked for clues.
Pekeho shrugs and calmly brushes sand off his foot.
But the drying hut? Ikira, in his sandals, this is where I would look.
Interesting. I need to free those Lagafeth hatchlings, if that's alright with you.
Are you crazy? Then Himwihi will go and blame me.
His burning eyes meet yours.
You see the woman at the trading post? The angry one?
He grabs her arm with a strong, sticky hand and points across the dock to a scowling woman who stands with her arms folded.
She will have my corpse for bait if you do this.
Why would she blame you?
She despises me. How could disaster not be my fault?
He snarls.
Besides, the Ranga will bury her at high tide if she so much as insults you. Or any foreigner.
I see.
At least go and see her before you release her prizes. Then, maybe I find some other place to be until her anger cools.
He lets go of your arm, leaving behind a few glimmering fish scales. Alright. Well, we will go and speak to her then, and see whether we can talk her into this. Hello.
For what do you linger here? The village is much too quiet.
Her restless hands fidget with her weapon as her slitted eyes scan the horizon. We need to release the Lagafeth hatchlings. She throws back her head and laughs.
But you do not laugh. Then you do not joke. For what would I do this foolish thing?
She wipes a tear of merriment from the corner of her eyes. They have clans and families. What would you do if someone caged your children? Her expression hardens.
Then I never forgive them. We must destroy the Broodmother now, before she is bolder.
She brushes another speck of moisture from her eye. Alright, let's try it again.
For what do you say this again?
Well, you want them to leave you alone, right? Release their young and they will.
They are animals. They hunt where they smell food, and they smell food in our village.
She leans forward and speaks slowly as though explaining this to a child.
If I release the young ones, then they attack when they grow big.
I hope they don't wait that long. I want to see them attack when they're little, with those tiny claws and fish teeth.
Then raise your hand to the little ones and see how they fight back.
He stares down at Edir as a look of horror overcomes her. Well, Lagafeth are reclusive by nature. They would avoid the village if you did not have their young.
When they ran from me before, I thought it was only my weapon they feared.
He laughs again, but tapers off into her pensive silence.
But suppose you are right. Then I do not have to suffer their stench.
She rubs her chin.
Take the key then, and yell for help if anything goes wrong.
He passes you the key with one hand and hefts her weapon in the other. Oh, fantastic. Farewell. Yeah, that went very well. Time to release the Lagafeth. We talk to this guy first?
You need something?
Oh, okay. Let's let them out then. You're free.
Look out! They escape!
Yeah, but we're given a key, so it's all good.
I hope.
Oh, leaping from the water, the Broodmother eagerly chirps and beckons towards her hatchlings. They rally around her with unbridled joy. She lets out a low-pitched warble when she sees you. The Broodmother makes a show of removing her necklace and laying it out on the sand, then gesturing from you to the necklace and back again. Chirping and waving her crest, the Broodmother and her hatchlings dive back into the ocean. Oh, fantastic. Got a necklace. What I've always wanted. Let's see what we got. It is definitely a necklace of some kind. There we go. Baubles of the Fin. Constitution Intelligence grants cruelty and curios. 3% damage. For an hour range of 5. Alright. Interesting. What's our current one? 1 Constitution. Well, intellect's not really that useful on us. What have you got? Damage against spirits? Yeah, that's pretty good. Religion and stealth? You don't have one. This could be perfect. Well, you don't have any AoE. Actually, it's probably best on Tikehu. Plus Martyr's Memories. That's the damage taken one. Yeah, how about we put that on you? Martyr's Memories don't seem very good on you at all, but we'll stick that on anyway. Right. We'll try it. Might not be perfect, but we'll try it. I thought that was something that we could loot here because it was blue, but no. That is not the case. Alright, let's go be a detective up here. And find out who stole the Koiki fruit.
Rowena was wise to bring us here. A year, and still foreigners never attack.
But our food dwindles. Better to die fighting than starving.
It was up here, wasn't it? Or did he said the drying hut? I assume he meant here because here's the hut with the food. I can't see anything up here. We talk to people? Nope. Drying hut. Oh, wait. It's probably in the one hut that has nothing else in it, isn't it? Of course. Yeah. makes a lot of sense. The hut with no purpose. Hey, Rongi, what's up?
Isn't this something?
I see your feet will not let you stay in one place.
His lean face has the pale, clammy sheen of a fish belly, but he forces a smile. Actually, before we do that... Stealing, okay.
I see your feet will not let you stay in one place.
What'd you do here?
I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me.
He smiles with real pride.
In the afternoon, I will go to the trading post to sell them. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is prize share.
Oh yes, we've talked to him.
Ikira, what say?
Do you know anything about the missing Kawiki fruit?
Only the Tamau has slept like a fat tortoise, while the rest of us chew on reeds to fool our bellies.
Ronga folds his arms.
Ikira, no one could be less surprised. Tamau had this coming.
You don't seem particularly upset about it.
Guilty or no, being tossed to the waves is what Tamau deserves. I have no tears for him. He complained until the Ranga gave him my finest mats, and then left him out for the sport of beasts. Let the gods sort him.
Ronga's lips curl back, but he holds his composure steady. Well, let's use our rogue trickster. Relax, I won't say anything that implicates you. His eyes widen with suspicion, but he's quick to catch himself and relax his face.
The tribe has challenges enough without Juana eating from each other's plates.
Blurring his nostrils, Ronga glances away from you.
You overstep for a stranger, an outsider. I say you should go back to the shore that welcomes you.
He turns away and says no more. Oh, well, it's totally here then, right?
Yeah?
Such a...
Leave it to me.
Well, we'll walk back here.
They'll never know I'm here.
Never know I'm here. Save. Let's have a look.
Consider it
Not there.
done.
Rongi's journal. I've lost reputation.
Easy does it.
I can't stealth. Wait, if I head into this corner, right?
They'll never know I'm here.
They actually might never know I'm here. And I can stealth my way across. I know we lost rep, which is unfortunate, but we'll get it back, maybe. Let's try it.
I got this.
Wait, we lose rep anyway?
I got this.
We caught stealing? Oh no, what's my rep? Ah. What's the rep gone down to? -2? Oh no. Please be good. If not for the food shortage, Roanu would ask for what I bring in so many crabs from the beach. They take to the sand at midnight and scuttle around my feet, as hungry as the rest of us, I say. Work is difficult enough without them pinching my ankles and going after the prize. I thank Ngati every day that Ruano does not ask. The shore warms by day and cools by night. If this will get the job done, then even Kohopa may forgive me. Only at midnight can I check. Some days the tribe will know what I do. Until that day, Akira. No one may know. In the meantime, I say the beach is so lonely. Okay. Is he saying he stole it? He goes to the beach every day at midnight and nobody knows why.
Nice to see you too.
I think we already knew that. I mean, it's losing the rep is a little bit annoying now. If we already knew that. Yeah. Okay. Beach
You
at
ever long
midnight.
for the simple life, soldier?
Nah, where I'm from, sometimes the simple life comes knocking on your door with nooses and pitchforks.
Okay. I just wanted to have a look along
And
here.
what do we have here?
We have dried Kawiki fruit. We know who it was, but be even more
Be
certain.
cautious. Be constant.
I'm gonna wait here. There's a wait, isn't there? Wait.
Easy
What's
does it.
the wait? Or can we not wait here? I'm sure there was a wait. Just can't remember how to. Oh, there was this. It's the hourglass. Yeah. We'll go to midnight and just wait here. Confront him.
Be right there.
Where is he? The Huana villager. Bunch of people. Not the person we're looking for. Okay, anyway.
I can be quiet if
Hello.
you can.
Yes. Hello. Whatever you need, I can help.
Well, Pikehu was lying. Tamao didn't steal the Kawiki.
What say? Vakehu speak through a false blowhole?
Makumo narrows his eyes.
Prove it. Show me the real traitor.
But I know who stole it. Anyway, I'll have to get back to you about that.
Do not waste my time.
Is the fact that did I find it too early? I may reload if I found it too early. Maybe we just have to confront him. Rongi, hello.
I see your feet will not let you stay in one place.
Aha, yes. Care to explain this Kawiki fruit I found on the beach? He blinks at you, his mouth falling open. At first it seems like he's going to protest, but then he simply hangs his head in surrender.
I stole the Koiki, not Tamao.
He winces.
Ruanu would have us waste our last Koiki on a ceremony to the gods. I say the seeds must be harvested and planted.
He nods, resolute on this point, even as he eases back.
So I hide them by the shore, where the sun warms the sand just so. And I wait.
So storing the fruit in a moderate heat source. Not a bad way to ease the seeds open.
Ikira, do you cultivate?
His eyes swell open with hope.
Koiki is tough, stubborn. It does not surrender without a fight. I let Amira's hot breath warm the heart of the seeds and tell them to grow.
So why frame Tamao? Why not explain it to the chieftain?
Ruanu would not understand. A Kuaru like me is no farmer. It is not my place to decide what is harvested. But if I can spring life from the Koiki seeds, then we have a chance to feed the tribe on a new crop. At least, what tribe still lives by the time the fruit grows?
He glances away and sighs. Tamao is an innocent man after all.
What say? He has stolen, insulted us, even hurled insults at the gods.
Rongi spits and wipes his mouth with the back of his hand.
He is no innocent, I say. If birthing a new crop of Koiki means his sacrifice, even Ngati would forgive this.
So it's just a question of what I tell Makumo.
Ikira, but say nothing.
Rongi takes a step closer, his eyes widening.
If Ruana takes back the Koiki, we will grow nothing else in time to sustain the tribe.
He bows his head, speaking to the ground between his feet. I'll consider it. I mean, I'm telling him, but I'll tell him I'm considerate.
I beg of you, for the good of the tribe, let Tumau meet the gods that the rest of us might eat again.
No. Absolutely not. No. This is not the way you do things, and we're an honest person. Or at least I'd like to
Do
be
you
an honest
think
person.
Andra's got something in mind for you, Takehu?
For me to exist in this form and to join this crew? I know she does.
It's funny. I fought against Aethys. I'm chasing him now. And I don't think he knows a thing about me.
Ikera, it is for us to show the gods why we are worthy of notice.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Yeah, I guess. Right, Makumu?
Yes. Hello. Whatever you need, I can help.
He speaks with the false poise of someone who spends a lot of time practicing in front of the mirror. Well, I found a bunch of Koiki fruit buried by the shore.
Hidden from all the sand crabs and liars, I say.
Makumu shows his teeth to Mao.
Ikera, that is no work of mine. Though I want to see you lose a finger to the crabs, digging up the rest.
Mao laughs in spite of himself, his teeth red with dried blood.
I say I'm beyond finished. For this, I'll feed you to Ngati myself.
Makumu unsheathes his dagger and advances onto Mao. Wait! Rongi is the one who hid the Koiki. The dagger bobs in Makumu's hand, his pinched glare hovering onto Mao.
Akira, this is true? Why would Rongi do this?
He wanted the Koiki seeds to sprout. Will this tell the truth?
What say? He thinks a weaver knows better than the Ranger what to do with our fruit?
His grip tightens on the hilt of his dagger.
2 traitors. But only one deserves death this day.
Resolved, Makumu nods to himself and presses his lips together. Without another word, he passes you some bottles and shells. Oh, okay. I guess he just killed. Yeah, just killed the other one. I guess. Yeah, that's it. How did our rep go there? Yeah, we're positive again. And that's what I like to see. I did see the level up. I want to just have a look in here first. See whether he's just gone or whether there was anything extra here. Yeah, he's just gone. Okay, and that's where you get the pink stuff without being caught for stealing. I get it. Anyway. Right. Pikahu. Alchemy up to 8. History up to 8. Up to 7, sorry. On this one, he gets the next level, which is Watery Double. So he gets a liquid copy that can cast low-level spells. Interesting. Rot Skulls. Creates rotting, diseased, riddled skulls in the hands of the caster, acting as a ranged weapon that causes crush damage and applies disease-based corrode area of effect damage over time. Alright. Well, it gives Rot Skull, which then does some amount of damage based on the wielder's level. Who knows? Conjure Great Blight. Blight is Big Blight. Sunlance we can't do because it's a fire-based one. Garden of Life. Rejuvenating plants spring up on the corpses of the fallen and heal allies in the area of effect. Okay. It's just an AoE heal. Nice. Then Venom Bloom. Grows beautiful but panic-inducing fields of poisonous flowers. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Then we got Quick Summoning, which we don't need because we don't summon. Martial Caster. We don't do that. Proved Critical, doesn't matter. Spell Resistance, doesn't matter. So I'm taking Garden of Life and I'm taking the damage over time. Well, yeah, I'm taking the raw damage over time. That's what I'm taking. Fairly straightforward stuff. Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time, well, I guess we're done on Tikawara, so maybe Pokokahara? Anyway, I'll see you then. Goodbye.